that's a tough shot. But the safety's not easy. Pulling a lot of right-hand side on the cue ball. And he couldn't have played that much better. That was a difficult shot with the red being so close to the cushion. Always difficult shots, those.
The applause is for Ding Junhui, who is now a frame away from victory over Michael Georgiou. 4-1 Ding leads. Made a 1-3-1 break before the interval.
Yes, he's due a good run, isn't he? Meanwhile, Hamilton played a very good safety there with lots of right-hand side on the cue ball. And it just drifted in behind the blue to leave Jimmy in lots of trouble. Oh, he's completely missed it, that one. Unless he lands right behind that red, and he hasn't done. He's left reds on. He was playing to hit the red just below the pink on the other side of the reds. And that's how far out he was. The other side of the pink. So that good safety shot has given him this chance.
Needs to find some of the inspiration that took him to this title last year now, Hamilton. And there was nothing easy about his run either. Had to beat the likes of Anthony McGill, Mark Williams, Mark Selby, Barry Hawkins, Stuart Bingham, and then, of course, Ali Carter in the title match.
Well, that was some players, wasn't it? And just proved what a good player he is, Anthony Hamilton. As Ronnie was saying, he's been a great player for a long time. Great break builder.
I think it was doubly impressive after what had happened just a couple of months previously in Belfast at the Northern Ireland Open, when he was on the cusp of making the final there. Lost in the end by the odd frame to Barry Hawkins, feathering the white when he was in to win. And mentally that could have finished him off, but he bounced back in spectacular fashion here in Berlin. Oh, talking of miscues.
Well, that's a disaster, isn't it?
Yeah. Anthony Hamilton, 8.
Digging down into the cue ball, imparting lots of backswing on the cue ball. And sometimes that does happen. But this could hurt.
One.
Well, he's got a good angle here to go into the reds. This is the miscue again. No foul because he hit the red.
Eight.
Jimmy Robertson was able to punish a miss blue from Hamilton in frame 2 with that match high break of 73. Can he inflict similar damage here and put himself within a frame of the next round?
Well, he tried to nudge more reds out there, and that's what Anthony's just pressing the sandpaper into the tip to try and make some indentation in the tip so it accepts the chalk. Oh, that only just went in.
$16.
Well, this is a plant. And that's opened the reds
17.
up. Poor positional shot from such an easy plant. May have to just play the cannon to those two reds above the black. And he's played it well, leaving himself on this red to the right corner.
24.
Able to play the cannon off the other red to hold for the black. Again,
25.
he's just overhit that again. Didn't think he needed to hit it quite so hard. But maybe push a colour safe. No, he's going for the pot. What an attacking shot that was. And unfortunately, it stayed out.
25.
So great chance this for Hamilton now. The ball's nicely spread, and as you look at this missed black again.
One.
Under hit it. Wanted to be straighter on this red to the middle.
8.
Could play cannon to brown, which would hold the cue ball for the blue. But it's risky because if you miss the cannon to the brown, you could finish on the baulk cushion.
Blue ball. $14. 15. 20. $21.
Yeah, just finished a little straight. So I may have to play this with a lot of side on the cue ball to try and play for the red into the middle. And screw it back with more power for the red into the corner. Needs to slow down, otherwise he's out of position.
28.
Now is he on it? No, not quite. So this one, a lot more difficult. Never easy. And where's it going to finish?
Anthony Hamilton,
left it.
28.
It's a seismic frame, isn't it? The difference between 4-1 and just a 3-2 deficit for Anthony Hamilton.
Well, he could have made sure, the last shot, he could have made sure of being on a red by playing for the red into the middle. It's a similar type of shot to what he played, just a little bit slower.
1.
But this isn't an easy table. 2 reds behind the black spot is fairly safe. This looks good. Good positional shot.
4.
Needs to leave an angle on the black to disturb those 2 reds.
5.
Now, what kind of an angle has he got? Has he got the angle to disturb them? Yes, just. And that will do nicely.
12.
Anxious times these for Anthony. And that looks
13.
good. Perfectly onto the blue. He could drop in behind those 2 reds. Go to the left corner, or he could play down for this red behind the black. Choice is his. Oh, he's not hit this well. Too hard unless it goes to the right corner, this red. In
18.
which case, it's very good. Oh, what a miss.
Jimmy Robertson, 18.
Robertson will be disappointed with that. That was more or less frame ball. It's just not there at the moment for Anthony.
That's been the problem today for Hamilton. He's not been able to capitalise on the errors that have come from the cue of Jimmy Robertson.
One.
Again, he just didn't get into the cue ball enough. Wanted to be a little straighter on the black. Don't think he's got the angle to play the cannon to that red on the cushion. And dropping in behind it is going to be difficult. He's going to leave himself with a very difficult red down the cushion.
A red that he pushed safe just now in missing a red into the opposite corner.
8.
Well, he's landed pretty good on this red. Now, does he play it slow or at pace? Gave it every chance. And that was a brave shot to take on from Robertson there. It caught the cushion, but still dropped in the pocket. decided not to play for the pot, but the snooker. 31 points, the difference. So
16.
if Hamilton missed the snooker, there'd be 35 in the game. Good
Jimmy
kiss
Robertson, 16.
for Jimmy.
Can we see that red with the rest again? Yes, please. This was a key shot, but you've seen these stay out in the past. Look at where it hit the cushion, and it was travelling, but it dropped.
Yeah, and see it at the right speed for the ball to be accepted by the pocket. Any harder, then it may well have stayed out. But this is trouble for Hamilton. But if he could hit it, get it safe, it would be a red ball game then.
Udaloo, by the way, is now 3-2 up on Joe Perry. I think he's just enjoyed a sizable fluke. He's back in frame 6 on a break of 35. There is Udaloo. Fluke to red just now. Looking to go 2 up with 3 to play against the gentleman.
Yeah, good hit, but where's it going to finish? And can Robertson see it? Well, he can see it, just needs the red. Looks easy on TV, but it isn't. Well played.
1.
He's going to be 4-1 up, barring snookers. And that's a good black to drop in. That ensures him this 5th frame.
8.
Hamilton had a chance to get right back into this frame. It's not been a clinical one from Robertson, but
10.
he won't care about that now. He's won it. That's all that matters. It's going to be a very commanding lead.
Yes, and that red down the cushion that you mentioned, Philip, was all important. And he
13.
played it the right way for me, just rolling it down the cushion. Had he played it at speed, it would probably have stayed out.
17.
It was a brave shot to play, because if he'd have missed it, the red would have been over the pocket, with every chance of Hamilton taking his frame. So
22.
full marks to Jimmy.
In the
And
frame.
Anthony Hamilton's grip on
Jimmy
the
Robertson.
German Masters title looking rather precarious now, with Jimmy Robertson powering into a 4-frames-to-1 lead. He needs just one more to book his place in the last 16 for just the 3rd time in his career.